It's the Flow Friday Night Sports Show. We're getting right into it. It's finals time. Looking forward to the conversation we're having with this lady right now to tell us all about Eastern Eyre and Great Flinders Netball. Jo Franklin. G'day, Jo. How you doing?
Yeah, doing really well. And you, Clayton?
I'm doing okay. Looking forward to some big games. Before we get to them, we need to talk about last week. And Ayr United, as we predicted, that'd be way too good for Ramblers.
Yeah, they were 52-22. And look, for the Ramblers girls, it's been a long season. They've worked really hard. They did end up with one win for the season, but certainly a bit to work to build on there because most of those players hopefully will be around again for next year for them. And Kira will have had some experience under her belt as a coach, and so they'll look forward to that. Ayr United finished with a really good win, which is what they were hoping they would do. They just were hoping that win might have been able to get them into the final four, but unfortunately it didn't. So they have also hung up the sand shoes for this season, and we'll look forward to pushing forward into 2023.
In the other game, well, you called it, so I felt the Lock girls could just do it, but they narrowly missed out against Tumby Bay.
Yeah, they did, and not sure that they actually had their full side, but Tumby Bay 48 defeated Lock 44, so 4 goals is nothing in a game of netball. Again, Ilkestone very good in goals for Tumby Bay, but at the other end, so were the Lock goalies. Just a few turnovers through the centre court, I understand, that cost them just a little bit under pressure, but that game will certainly put them in good stead for the finals because you only get better under pressure by playing under pressure, and Tumby certainly put Lock under plenty of pressure on Saturday, and deservedly so. That win gave them a top spot, and so they ended up minor premiers, and they will certainly look forward to the finals and hoping that they can keep that winning form going. But all in all, a really good game to watch, evidently, so that was really good.
And in the other game, Cummins competing over Elliston 36-30.
Yeah, now that was interesting because I actually thought that game might have been closer than that. Elliston, I think, still a player or two off of their full strength. Cougars had what they will be have available for them for the finals, so they're pretty happy with that win. To beat Elliston in the match right before the finals was a really good win for them, and they certainly are looking forward to the final series and being able to settle down what players they will have available for them in the finals. So all in all, some good matches in their final round, and that left the final series wide open because those 4 sides that have entered in the top 4, any one of them on any given day certainly could go through with a win. So that sets us all up for the finals starting this week, Clayton.
It does indeed. Just quickly, the ladder. Tumby finished on top, as you said. Then Cummins, Kapini, Lock, Ellison districts rounding out the 4. Then Ayr United, Yolana and Ramblers, who will bounce back, no doubt. It was their rebuilding year, as I keep saying, and they'll be bouncing back for next year. Now, on to this weekend. On to this weekend, and it's the first round of the finals. It is the first semi-final, and Lock taking on Elliston districts.
Yeah, it is, Clayton. And just very quickly, I'll just run through some times for the other games. So at Elliston, 10:15, the E grade, Ayr United versus Ramblers. At 12 o'clock is their D grade, Tumby Bay versus Elliston. At 1:30, their A1 reserves, Lock versus United Yolana. And then their B resis are also at 1:30, Lock versus Tumby Bay. At 3 o'clock in the B grade, it's Ayr United versus Tumby Bay. And then, the big one is at 3 o'clock, Lock versus Elliston. This is going to be a cracker of a game, I would think, Clayton.
Absolutely.
Look, it's going to be built up as that anyway. Like Lisa Burrows and Jordan Sladden in goals for Lock have been playing very well in the last few rounds and have been shooting very accurately. They also have Lisa also has the advantage there of being able to put Ellen Reid into goals if she needs to. Kelsey Hull and Nikki Schubert are such a fantastic defensive unit for Elliston. Lisa and Jordan will have to work really, really hard. Look, Nikki has been battling a little bit of an injury throughout most of the season, but is hoping that she'll be fine for the final series, and that will certainly be a tussle in the goal circle that anybody would be pleased to go and have a look at because it will be on for young and old, I have no doubt, in that circle. Then, the centre court duels are going to be just as good with Ellen Reid, Millie Morton for Lock, and Zoe Phelps in the centre for Elliston. We know she never ever gives up. We know that she's going to go flat strap for the whole time as well. Height down the other end for both sides. So, look, this is just going to be a massive game, I have no doubt. And, look, It is at Ellison, home court advantage. Not real sure about that, but I would almost be going for a little bit of an upset here and saying that Lock might just get over the line, just to be able to settle down. A little bit of a combination over the last few weeks, whereas Ellison have had a few ins and a few outs and really haven't been able to necessarily get everybody to training or get everybody out on court at the same time. And I think that that's probably pretty telling come finals time.
The other thing to think about is that only, I think, less than 3% separated these two. They finished on the same point, so they could be, instead of 3 and 4, they could have switched places quite easily. And
Absolutely.
so there is really nothing between these two teams. And they're coming into this game. It is going to be an absolute ripper. You were right about the home court advantage. Will it be enough? I'm leaning with you. I think, Lock, as I've said the last few weeks, they're on a bit of a roll. Okay, they didn't beat Tumby, but they learn a lot from that. And I think Lock are going to win this weekend quite comfortably.
Yeah, I don't know that it'll be comfortably, but I think if they're going to advance, then they really do need to put it together in this game. And like I said, they've actually been able to settle down their side and really work towards the final series. And Lisa hopefully has been able to keep their nerves under control. And having said that, Ellison have so much experience in their side, and we do know that in finals, experience does count for a lot. So, Kate will certainly be looking to that experience to help get them over the line. But yeah, I'm just going to go for a little bit of, I think it would be a little bit of an upset in that Ellison have been around the mark for so many years that it would be a little bit of an upset for Lock to go through. So very interesting game. Everybody get along and have a look at it. That will certainly be one to have a look at.
Absolutely. Lock's a lock for that one. Okay, on to Eastern Eyre, and the games from last weekend sort of basically went according to plan.
Yeah, they did. Eastern Rangers 44 defeated Central Eyre United 25. Didn't think it was going to be quite that much. I really thought that Central Eyre United were building towards something a bit bigger score than that, but they said Eastern Rangers are very strong, very tall, got lots of talent, but they are looking forward to meeting them again in the finals at some stage, hopefully. So it was sort of a little bit of interesting conversation on Sunday at the dinner about who was going to be doing what. But and in the other game, Cal actually ended up winning 42 to Port's 34. So quite a good win there for Cal in the last game. And for Port's, unfortunately, they miss out on the finals, and they will look forward to 2023 and hopefully no COVID and being able to get the same girls on the court at least 2 weeks in a row.
They'll bounce back for next year. That will be for certain. Certain.
They will. They will. And so on the Sunday at Eastern Eyre, they had their association count at Rudow, and I'm just going to run through some winners there, Clayton. So in the C2, Beck Henderson from Cow was the winner, and the runner-up there was Tracy Barnes from Central Eyre United. In the C grade, the Joanne Franklin medal, Shani Flavel was the runner-up from Cow, and Nikki Walsh from Cow was the winner of that medal. In the B grade, the Mason family medal, Renee Story was the runner-up. She's from Eastern Rangers. And the winner of that medal was Ellen Zabel from Kimber. Ellen's been around for a long time and certainly well deserved that. She's a fantastic player. And then we renamed, because there is no longer a Tribune, we couldn't have the Tribune medal, so they actually have renamed the A grade medal the Bartle family medal. And the runner-up to that was Shiley Harris from Kimber. Again, just such a fantastic player, so respectful towards the umpires, towards her opposition, and just gives it her all every single week. She just loves netball. And the winner there was Jordan Hooper, who is just a fantastic defender with Eastern Rangers. She actually also made the top 10 at Country Carnival this year, so she certainly had a fantastic season. So well done to her. And the rising star, or the best under 21, was Sophie Flavel from Cow and Lauren Sines from Eastern Rangers. And they also presented two life members, new life members on the day, Clayton, Tanya Williams from Cow and Mignon Dunn from Eastern Rangers, two ladies who have put their heart and soul into netball and well deserved, those two life members. So it was a great day, again, as the Eastern Eyre dinners always are. And, of course, that prepared everybody for semi-final, and it's a weekend. They're actually having Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, who we got playing on Saturday?
So Saturday, everybody travels to Kimber, and so at 9:30, the E grade is Kimber versus Eastern Rangers. At 10:45, it's the E2, which is Kimber versus Central Eyre United. At 11 o'clock, it's the D grade, where Kimber will take on the Eastern Rangers. At 12:15, the C2, where Central Eyre United will take on Eastern Rangers. 12:30 is the B grade, Kimber versus Eastern Rangers. At 1:45, the C grade, Eastern Rangers will take on Cow. And at 3 o'clock, The big game will be between Eastern Rangers and Kimber. These two sides have met so many times over the final series that it's nothing new for either of them, but I do think that at the moment Eastern Rangers are flying pretty high. They've been able to settle down. They've got Lauren and Nicole Symes in goals, two very, very tall players. So Shiley Harris and Crystal Dart are certainly going to have their time cut out trying to stop those two. I can guarantee them that. At the other end, again, Eastern Rangers have so much height with Jordan Hooper and Erin Roberts. So young Lucy Klingberg there, she's going to have to work overtime down in there as well. It's very interesting through the centre court to know exactly what the girls will do, who will match up on who will be very interesting. And neither side were really giving out a lot of information on Sunday, keeping lots of things under their hat. So very interesting. As always, these two always provide a great spectacle, and I have no doubt that Saturday will be no different. But look, I just think Eastern Rangers are travelling pretty well at the moment, and will probably take that one out.
Have to agree. Yep, absolutely. All right, then on to Sunday.
So Sunday, then people have to turn around and travel to Warrnambool. So I'm thinking, like, for the likes of some of the cow people who may have to do both Kimber and Warrnambool, they're probably going to have a little sleepover at Kimber, I would think. So it's they're just trying to get through the finals a little bit quicker so that the ones that win the second semi don't have to wait quite so long to play in the grand final. So starting at Warrnambool, 9:30 with the E grade, it'll be Central Eyre United taking on Ports. At 10:45, it'll be the E2 with Eastern Rangers taking on Ports. At 11 o'clock, the D grade, Central Eyre United are playing Ports. At 12:15, the C2, Ports will be playing Cow. At 12:30, the B grade, Central Eyre United will be playing Cow. At 1:45, the C grade, Central Eyre United will be playing Kimber. And then the game at 3 o'clock, the A grade game, Central Eyre United will be taking on Cow. Not sure that Cow are going to have what it's going to take to knock Central Eyre United out of the final series. I'm sure they'll give it a red-hot crack. There's no question about that. But Central Eyre United, again, a very tall side. Abby and Keely Bruce in defence. They've got Rani Tomney, a young girl who is well over 6 foot, in goals with them, and through the centre court as well. They've got some real speed. So, look, Cowell is certainly going to be pushing it uphill a little bit, for the want of a better word. Yep. And I just think that Central Eyre United, Zeke Clanty has got these girls ready for this game because they really do think that they can go further in the finals and that they can play in the grand final. So they're feeling pretty confident, and I would think that they will be able to run away with this game.
The storm is building.
Yes, it is. It is. And they were certainly building on Sunday. I had a great time. And it's no different to any other club anywhere in the whole state, really, Clayton. Like COVID has certainly caused havoc, and you would just hope that the wave is gone and people can settle down and they can actually put their best sides on the court during the final series. And if that is the case, then certainly Central Eyre United, who were hit very heavily, will certainly perform pretty well through the finals, I would think. I tend to agree with you there. All right, Joe, it's going to be a ripper weekend. Everyone travelling to finals, please take it nice and easy on the roads as well. Get to your games and then get yourselves back home again. Nothing else? Absolutely. Just the same thing. Good luck to everybody in the finals, and travel safe. And just one big thing at the moment, all over in all sport, just remember to be respectful as a spectator, as a coach, the coaching benches and players. Just remember to be respectful. Without umpires, we don't have games. And so we do need to remember to respect the fact that they are only human and they're out there doing a job most of the time as volunteers as well. And everybody travel safe, be safe, and good luck. No worries. Thanks, Joe. All right, we look forward to chatting to you about the results and see how things are progressing with the finals next week. No worries. Thanks, Clayton.